Hi there, my name is Karen. Welcome to our chakra balancing sequence and series. So today we're going to start with our first chakra, our root chakra, our Muladhara chakra. And our root chakra is based right at the bottom of the back, right lower spine. And this is our root, as it's called, our foundation. And it's the foundation for all the other chakras running through the body. So we're going to start in this nice seated position. And this seated position encourages direct connection with the earth. And it fosters that sense of stability straight away. So sitting up nice and tall, relaxing your shoulders and start to find your deep breath in and out through the nose. Nice, long, slow, deep breaths. So our root chakra, this is the foundation that determines everything above that, like a building. The foundations of any building have to be strong, they have to be stable and secure. And that will determine on how high you can build and what it can sustain. And so our root chakra is the foundation on which everything else is built, and how much stress and strain we can cope with in our lives. So by balancing this first chakra, we stand a good chance of ensuring everything above it is also balanced. Just take another couple of breaths. Nice. Now bringing the soles of your feet together, find your bound angle or your Baddha Konasana, pulling on those toes and at the same time pushing on those knees, keeping the spine nice and long. So when our root chakra is balanced, we will feel well grounded, we'll feel comfortable in our bodies. We'll have a sense of trust in the world, feeling of safety, security, stability. And we'll also have that ability to relax and be still. So just take a little assessment of yourself. Do you experience all those things? Or do you not? Another deep breath. Push those knees out. Find the stretch on those inner thighs. It's okay, slowly draw those knees in. And then we're going to find all fours. We're going to warm up into that spine. So making sure we're all in line. Wrists under shoulders, knees are hip distance apart. You're going to drop your belly, lift your head, tailbone tucks up. Take a big breath in here. And as you breathe out, round the back. Again, inhale, come all the way up. And exhale back. And again, inhale. And exhale. Nice, bringing the spine back to neutral, taking that little shimmy into those hips from side to side. And draw the knees together, tuck your toes, and let's sit back onto these heels, stretching into the soles of our feet. Big deep breaths again. If this feels uncomfortable, breathe through it. So try and encourage that sense of stability, of strength, of safety. Nice. Okay, coming onto the tops of the feet now, stretching into the tops of the feet. Sit back onto those heels, and if you can, lifting up the knees. Now, if that's uncomfortable to lift both, maybe one at a time. Or another option here is to come into all fours, staying on the tops of the feet and lifting this way. So wherever you can find that stretch into the tops of the feet, take a big breath. Nice, lowering those knees down. Now we're going to move into our wide-legged forward fold here. So stepping those legs out nice and wide. You're going to turn the toes in ever so slightly. Take a big breath in and lengthen that spine here. And as you breathe out, folding down. Remembering here, don't have all the weight in the heels of your feet. So tip forward slightly, find that strength in those toes. Gripping the mat with the toes. Take a breath, let the head just relax, let the face relax. Maybe tip that tailbone a little higher. Little more sensation in the back of those legs maybe. Nice, and then lifting up halfway again. And we're going to walk the feet in a little bit now. We're going to find our yogi squat. So sink nice and deep into your malasana. If you can, elbows to the inside of the knees, palms come together. Remember, if you need the hands down on the ground, that's also fine. So this opens up the hips, opens up the pelvis. Find your breath. So if your root chakra has two little spin, so these are the energy centers that spin around in the body. If it's slow or sluggish, you might be permanently underweight, fearful, you might feel anxious, a lot restless, you may have poor focus and discipline, and maybe be disorganized. So does that feel like you? Maybe a little bit, maybe a lot. And then on the other hand, if it's spinning too fast, if you've got too much excess energy in that root chakra, you can be someone who hoards a lot, maybe overweight, possibly obese, have a fixation on material things, maybe greed, you may be sluggish, lazy. Fear of change is another example of how you can feel if your root chakra is out of balance. And you may have rigid boundaries. So just note all these feelings. And are you experiencing any of these? See if you can figure out whether your root chakra is balanced or not. Nice, okay, that should do it in this pose. Straighten out those legs. Walk the feet in. And then slowly rolling up to stand. Nice, okay, let's take our chair pose. So feet come together, legs together. Start to bend at the knees, sitting in your imaginary chair. Sweep your arms low and then bring them high. Make sure here you can see all your toes. If you can't, send the bottom back a little bit. Feel the energy, feel the heat building in the thighs, sitting this root down. Again, feel strong, feel stable, feel secure. Nice, now we're going to head into our warrior one. So step back with your left leg. Anchoring that left foot down, lunge nice and deep into this front knee, as much as your hip will allow. Make sure your knee and ankle are all in line, your torso is facing the front, arms come high. Head into warrior two now. Open up the arms. Maybe turn out this front knee. Find the stretch on your inner thigh. So your warrior poses that do cultivate that strength. So find them strong arms, strong legs. So let's reverse. Left hand drops down the back leg, lift this front arm up. Reach through, notice the strength in the legs, the strength in the arms. Nice, now find your runner's lunge, all the way forwards. Coming onto the back tiptoe, strong back leg. Take a breath. And then step that back foot in to meet the front. Find that forward fold again. Gripping the floor with those toes. Again, don't have all the weight in the heels of your feet. Let the toes be strong. Okay, let's do the other side now. Step back with your right leg. Anchor that back foot down. Find your warrior one on the other side. Then head into warrior two. Open up those arms, strong legs. And reverse, drop the back hand down the back leg, lift this front arm up. Keep that lunge in the front leg. Nice. Find your runner's lunge all the way to the front. And then step the back foot in to meet the front. Find that forward fold again. Bend the knees, chest on the thighs. Head relaxes down, grip the mat. Find your breath. And then slowly rolling up to stand. Okay, we're going to find our tree pose. So this is where we are going to find some real strength and stability and grounding in our standing leg. So again, gripping the mat with your toes. Left leg really strong. So really strengthen that leg, flexing the muscles in the legs. Bring your palms together. Now you're going to find your point of focus. You're going to find your breath. So finding that drishti point, remember, will help you balance. Maybe when we head into this tree pose, this balancing pose, say to yourself the affirmation, it is safe for me to be here. I feel safe, I feel strong. Okay, so we are going to turn out this right knee, bring the heel to the ankle. And here you can stay. You can stay here with the big toe on the ground if you wish. But if you want to challenge that balance and challenge that strength of yours, maybe slide that foot up to the calf. If you wish, you can bring that foot right up to the inside of your inner thigh, whatever works best, but this is still tree. I am safe. I am grounded. Ooh, maybe I'm not. All right, release. Shake it out. Nice, let's do the other side. Push the palms together. Turn out this left knee, heel to the ankle. It is safe for me to be here. When you're ready, slide the foot up. Oh, balance is off today. Exhale, release. Shaking out those legs. Big breath in, reach all the way up. And as you breathe out, fold all the way back down again. Hands come down, come onto all fours again. Making sure again you're all in line. Knees under hips. The wrists are under those shoulders. We're going to find our puppy pose here. So walking your hands out as far as they'll go. Keep your hips up nice and high. And then when you're ready, slowly begin to lower the chest. Maybe the chin to the ground. Remember, if the chin isn't comfortable, the forehead is fine. Or maybe grab a block, stick that under your head. Whatever works for you. Wherever you're at, feel strong. Find your breath. Keep pushing to the ground with those hands. Start to walk back in. Taking that little shimmy again from side to side. And then just bring the knees together. Take your child's pose with the knees together. Push the bottom back. Push that root chakra back. Try and reach the arms out as far as you can. Push the hips back as far as you can. So then come all the way back up to your tabletop again. Taking that little shimmy, a little shake of the hips. Okay, let's find our pigeon pose. Sliding your right shin forwards, setting it down on that diagonal, and your back leg nice and long. You're on the top of your back foot. So making sure this right knee comes right to the edge of your mat. Yep, so you've got that real kind of nice diagonal position in this front shin. You should feel this on your outer right hip, maybe a little bit in the lower back. Notice how this feels. See if you can start to lower the hips down to the ground a bit. Again, feeling strong, feeling stable. I mean, there are many ways you can balance your chakras. Yoga is just one of those ways. Okay, taking a big breath in here. And as you breathe out, we're going to fold all the way down to the ground. Noticing all the sensations in the body right now. Slowly come all the way up. And we're going to switch sides. So coming back to that tabletop. Usual shimmy from side to side. And then we'll slide that left shin forwards. Planting it down. Wiggle that back leg back. Remember, it might feel different on one side than it does on the other. It usually does. So making sure that front shin is on that diagonal. Your left knee is towards the edge of your mat. See if you can keep facing forwards. Keep the hips facing forwards. And try and lower the hips as much as you can. Find your breath. Okay, take a big deep breath in. And as you breathe out, coming all the way down to the ground. Okay, slowly start to come back up. And then you're going to lean yourself onto your left bum cheek and swing this back leg all the way around. Taking your feet to the width of your mat, leaning back onto the hands, and then just windshield wiper those knees from one side to the other. Let's come back to the center. Okay, so seated forward fold or Paschimottanasana. So send the legs out in front, moving the chunky parts of your bottom out of the way. So you're actually sitting on those sit bones and you really are grounding into the earth, feeling super strong, super safe and stable. We're going to take a big deep breath in and raise our arms all the way up. And as we breathe out, you're going to fold forwards to your point. No further than that. Find your point of resistance. Find your breath. Nice, okay, come all the way back up. Now, if you've got a block, it would be useful for this next pose. Not essential though, you can do bridge pose without a block. Okay, so lie yourself down. And depending on how much space you've got in your back, how much back bend you've got, will determine which level you place your block. So bringing the feet in, make sure you can reach, just tickle the back of your heels so you know your feet are in the right place. Only move them out if you feel any pain in the knees here, okay? And then resting the head down, you're going to start to lift the hips nice and slowly as high as you can. And then, if you have a block, determining which level works for you. So what I want you to do is place this right in that lower part of the back, right down into the sacrum, right into that kind of root chakra area, and just let those hips be heavy on that block. Let the arms rest by your side, let the shoulders relax. Make sure they're not hunched up by the ears, resting the face, the jaw. And big deep breaths. Nice, okay, so we're going to slide this block out, so lift the hips slightly, moving the block out of the way, and nice and slowly lower that spine all the way down to the ground. And then gently pulling those knees into the chest, taking that little rock and roll from side to side. And then cactus your arms by your head. Let the knees fall over to the right and turn your head to the left. Anchor the knees down with this right hand so they stay in position. maybe you can stretch a little bit further. Okay, let's change sides, rolling through center. Sending the legs to the other side. Again, holding them down with your left hand, turn your head to the right. Cactus in this right arm. Try and let the right shoulder just be heavy. Nice, come all the way back to the center. Hook those knees into the chest again. Little gentle rock and roll. And let's finish with our happy baby, soles of the feet to the sky. Draw those knees down wider than the rib cage, down into the armpits. And if you can, grabbing the outside edges of your feet. If that doesn't feel good, grab the back of those thighs. Keeping your bottom connected, your spine connected to the ground, to the earth beneath you. Keeping that strong, stable base. Nice, and draw the knees into the chest one last time. Curling yourself up into that little ball, so lifting the head and the shoulders. Take a breath. And just let everything go. Legs out long, arms overhead, full body stretch from top to toe. And then bringing the arms down by your side to find your pose of rest. So feel free, stay here as long as you like, as long as you can. Maybe taking your awareness inwards here just to try and figure out just how balanced your own root chakra is or not. And just take these last few moments of peace, of stillness, just for you. And I'll see you next time.